Welcome to MRL. In this learning session, we will be learning about congruent figures. Now, two figures are congruent if they have the same shape and the same size. Two figures are congruent if they superimpose. Two figures are congruent if they coincide when placed one over the other. Two figures are congruent if they have the same parameters. Remember that. Now, let us take a few examples here. Two line segments are congruent if they have the same length measure. Now we have a line segment here AB 6 centimeters. We have a line segment CD 6 centimeters. When I place AB over CD or CD over AB, they coincide or they superimpose, and therefore AB and CD are congruent. If you take two circles, one circle of radius r, another circle of radius r, if I place the circle C2 or circle C1 or circle C1 or circle C2, they will coincide or they will superimpose, and therefore the two circles are congruent. Now two squares are congruent if they have the same side measure. Now the symbol of congruency is a small wave with two parallel segments written below that. So that is the symbol. Therefore we can write AB is congruent to CD here and C1 is congruent to C2. Remember that. Now we have two squares here. They are congruent because they have the AB is equal to PQ here, and this is congruency symbol. Therefore the square ABCD is congruent to square PQRS. So therefore remember, two squares are congruent if they have the same side measure. Now congruency of triangles. Now for understanding the congruency of triangles, we can the triangles can have congruency under two different conditions, that is total conditions and sufficient conditions. So let us understand what are the total conditions of congruency of triangles and what are the sufficient conditions of congruency of triangles. Now the total conditions. Two triangles are congruent if all the sides and angles of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides and angles of the other triangle. That means if we have two triangles here, ABC and PQR, if the corresponding sides of one triangle are equal to the corresponding sides of the other, or the corresponding angles of one triangle and the corresponding angles of the other are equal, then the two triangles are congruent. That means AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, AC is equal to PR, angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, then the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. If I lift triangle PQR and place over ABC, then both will coincide and appear as one. They superimpose, and therefore the two triangles are congruent. Therefore the total conditions of congruency is all the three sides and all the three angles, that is the six elements of one triangle and the six elements of the other triangle, are equal, and therefore they are congruent. Remember that. Now when we talk about congruency, two triangles when compared for congruency, always consider the corresponding vertices, corresponding sides and corresponding angles. Vertices that coincide on superposition of triangles are called corresponding vertices. Angles and sides that coincide on superposition are corresponding angles and corresponding sides. So two triangles that are equiangular are also having the sides equal. Therefore two triangles that are equilateral are also equiangular. Remember that. Now sufficient conditions of congruency of triangles. You know that a triangle has six elements. Only three elements are sufficient to compare triangles for congruency. We don't have to compare the six elements. If six elements are given and they are correspondingly equal, then that gives us the total conditions of congruency. But whereas in sufficient conditions, only three elements need to be compared for congruency. Accordingly, we have the following congruency criteria. We have got the side angle side criteria, angle side angle criteria, which we call it as SAS and ASA, and triple side criteria, side criteria or triple S criteria, and the right angle hypotenuse side criteria for triangles for proving the congruency or checking the congruency of triangles. Now let us understand each criteria. SAS criteria of congruency of triangle, that is side angle side. Please understand this. Two triangles are congruent if two sides and included angle of one triangle are equal to the corresponding two sides and the included angle of the other. If you take the triangle ABC and triangle PQR here, we have side AB is equal to side PQ, side AC is equal to side PR, and angle A is equal to angle P. And mind you, angle A is included between the sides AB and AC, angle P is included between the sides PQ and PR. So if I lift this triangle and place over this, the vertex A coincides with the vertex P, B coincides with Q, C coincides with R, the sides also coincide, and therefore these two triangles are congruent by the side angle side congruency criteria of triangles. Now coming to the next criteria, that is angle side angle criteria of congruency. Two triangles are congruent if two angles and one included side of one triangle are equal to the corresponding angles and the included side of the other. Now let us take the triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle R, and BC is equal to QR. Now lift this and place over this. B will coincide with Q, C will coincide with R, A will coincide with P, and BC will coincide with QR, and so also AB and AC also will superimpose, and therefore the two triangles are congruent. That is what is the condition or the criteria of congruency, which is known as the angle side angle criteria of congruency. Remember that. Now coming to the next important criteria, that is SSS congruency criteria. Two triangles are congruent if three sides of one triangle are equal to the three corresponding sides of the other. That means in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, if AB is equal to PQ, BC is equal to QR, and AC is equal to PR, that means the three sides of this triangle superimpose the three sides of the other, and therefore the two triangles are congruent. That is, triangle ABC is congruent to triangle PQR. Now the next important criteria of congruency, that is RHS congruency criteria. Two right angled triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and one side of a triangle are equal to the hypotenuse and the corresponding side of the other. Let us understand the meaning of this. Now if there are two triangles given to us, that is ABC and PQR, in which angle B and angle Q is equal to 90 degrees, AC is the hypotenuse, PR is the hypotenuse. If the two hypotenuses are equal, angle is 90 degrees, and the side AB is equal to side PQ, then the triangle ABC, the right angle triangle ABC, and the right angle triangle PQR are both congruent. So that is what is called as the RHS congruency criteria of triangles. Now remember this criteria of congruency of triangles, very important criteria and very important basics in geometry, very useful in proving various theorems. Therefore learn them, repeat reading, listen to what I have spoken to you again and again, and then note down in a book, so that will be a reference for you for your future use. Thank you.